Good morning. We are back with day two of Ryan versus Landon. It's been less than 24 hours since I started my stable. It's bright and early in the morning. I got my coffee. And I think the key to beating Landon is going to be to get out of bed earlier than him in the morning and make sure that I have the early jump on him and stay ahead of him. So Landon hasn't started his stable yet. I've already entered my horses into a second race since yesterday. So let's catch up on where our stable is at on day two. So if I click the little signal icon in the top left, I can view my news and my transactions. Those first two races that we entered yesterday, finished third in both. I then entered them again last night. You can race a horse once every 12 hours. The weeks pass every 12 hours. So we started in week 44, and then my horses raced this morning in week 45. So now when we enter them again, it'll be for week 46. In week 45, Speedy Caitlin finished second, which earned me a nice 5,000 coins. So let me just recap the transactions. You can see the purse money coming in, and we now have 28,360 coins. So let's get these horses back into race. Tap on my horses, and let's start with the one who struggled a little bit. So she was third in that nice easy race, first race of her career. Earned me 1,600 coins. Then that made it tougher since I couldn't enter non-winners of 250 per start anymore, since she had made 1,600 in her one start. And she just got destroyed in her second race. So I think we got to come up with a course of action for this horse. She's not going to be able to earn me very many coins soon. I could wait for her to mature. Maybe she'd get better. Maybe she'd be better at 3 or 4. But I don't really have that amount of time if I'm going to make sure I stay ahead of Landon. So I'm going to look at putting her in a possible claiming race. So let's get rid of the regular races and just show the claiming. So I wanted to race against only 2-year-olds. Keep in mind, a horse normally costs $200,000, 200,000 coins to start. So, you know, your average horse at 2 years old should still be worth that 200,000. My horse is not average; she's below average. So, I think I'd be happy if somebody took her for 100,000, but I don't necessarily want to give her away for 50,000. So I'm looking at this race right here at Manitoba Fair. So with the 100,000 claiming, anybody in the game in this region can choose to claim my horse for 100,000, which would be okay because I'd turn around and get a new horse for those coins, and hopefully be able to have something that'll produce better for me. So I think Peter Kleinhans drove her the first time when she was third, so I'll put him back down. Let me just double check that. Yeah, and then Tyler St. Louis finished seventh, so stick with Peter. Okay, so hopefully somebody claims her, and we can move on. But that race isn't until week 47, so it's tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Okay, now for Speedy Caitlin. She finished second in a pretty fast time, 51-1. So I'm going to keep racing her non-winners of 1, and hopefully we can get a win out of her. Oops. Okay, so let's see what we've got. I also don't want to put her in any claiming races, and I don't think she's good enough to be in the stakes. So I'm going to get her on the mile track because of her low stamina. Want her on a faster surface that's not going to tire her out. And I want to go for a pretty decent purse because I think she's pretty competitive. So I think we'll go back to National Downs, non-winners of 1 race. And Clements drove her for third and second, so let's put him back down on the horse. Okay, perfect. So let's just check. We have upcoming 4 o'clock this afternoon and 7 a.m. tomorrow. Landon hasn't created his stable yet, so I can't follow him to get the leaderboard yet, but we'll do that in the next video. The last thing I want to check is my outlook, what I want to do next. So I've got 28,000 coins. I want to see what it costs to buy more. So I've already got my second horse for 20,000. My next horse is going to cost me 30,000, then 50,000. So pretty soon I can get one more horse that way. The other thing I could do is look to claim a horse. To claim a horse, I'm going to go to races, upcoming, and then make sure my region's selected at the top. I'm in the Canada region. If you want to verify that, you can go back to your home screen and click on the little gear icon in the top right. It'll tell you your region right here, and you have the option once per season to change that region and to move your stable somewhere else. But you can only do that once per season. Also, while we're on this page, I can choose my default drivers so that I don't have to go in here and pick one every time. So we're going to take Drew Monty. Clements has done well for me. And we'll take Brady Galliers. Now we save those. Now next time I go to enter a race, it'll automatically select Drew Monty unless I choose to change it. Okay, so let's go look for a claimer. So what you want to do is look for a race that still hasn't passed. So you can tap on any of these to view the list of races very quickly. And now I don't see any claiming races here at Lakeside Mile, so I'll check a different one. Okay, National Downs has some claiming races, but they're 150,000, 500,000, all for too many coins. I don't have that. Here we go. It looks like at 9:15 a.m., Princely Raceway has a 25,000 coin claimer. So let's go have a look at that. Okay, so I need to jump to the correct race. It's a little later on. I actually can't scroll over on my simulator that I'm using here. It's another reason I haven't shown you any race replays, is just the video system I'm using here doesn't allow me to show them. They're really slow on here. So we're not going to claim a horse right now. I think my strategy anyways is going to be to buy that 30,000 coin horse next. I feel like the value of a horse, especially a filly, is automatically going to be worth more than that 30,000. So I want to get this up to the full regular price as quickly as possible. And then once I've hit, say, my fifth horse, I'm probably going to look to start buying at auction or claiming. If we go have a quick look at the auction, the way the auction works is you can only see horses in your region unless they're over 250,000 coins, at which point they go global and anybody can see them. You can filter by age here. So if we were to look for just a 2-year-old, I don't think we're going to get anything worth, let's have a look at Delfburn Desire here. 0 for 9 lifetime, only made 1,600 coins. I don't really want to waste even 6,000 coins on this horse. Everything else seems to be too high for my current budget, so I'm going to stay away from the auction for now. So when we check back in, hopefully our race here at 4 o'clock this afternoon, if we can earn at least 1,700 coins, then I'll be able to buy another horse this afternoon and get an even better jump on Landon.